Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another apartment renovation. So today I am back renovating this apartment, which is one of the Zen View apartments. It's one of these two-story apartments that you can find here in the Fashion District of San Myshuno, and I actually have not renovated this particular apartment in quite some time, and I thought it would be the perfect apartment for this new game pack, which is of course Dream Home Decorator. Now I'm not exclusively only using City Living and the game pack, but I want to use the majority of the items from the game pack to create this apartment. So you'll notice a lot of the furniture and like the counters and the kitchen and all that stuff is from this pack. And the first place that I start off decorating is the kitchen, and something I wanted to point out because I don't know if I've ever done this, and I noticed it at the end and I decided just to leave it alone and not change it because I thought it was funny. You guys probably won't think it was as funny as I did, but I didn't add a decoration to the dining table. And I don't think I've ever placed a dining table without putting like a plant or at least a candle or some sort of clutter item. I just didn't add a thing. And so I noticed it when I was taking the screenshots, and I could have easily placed something there and then took the screenshot, but I decided to leave it alone because I don't know, I thought it was kind of funny. But either way, it's not that interesting, I know. I just thought it was a little bit humorous. Either way, the shape of the kitchen has basically came together. I switch it up just a tiny little bit. I move the shelving over here and then end up leaving only one shelf over to the left side of the kitchen. And I'm just loving the blue color. So in my latest speed build that I did using this pack, I used a lot of green, and this time I decided to use a lot of blue because this pack came with some really nice colors. I'm definitely gonna have to use like that pink color, and there's also like a rosy, like a dusty rose color that I'm really liking as well. And yeah, that is something I really like about this game pack, is the colors are just so pretty. And I love this orangey wood tone. I know some of you guys were saying that it's a bit overdone. Like we've seen this orangey wood tone in like Parenthood, we've seen it in Tiny Living and Eco Lifestyle, but honestly, this orangey wood tone is one of the things that makes those packs like so cohesive, and they work so nicely together. And I just love the color. I think it's so pretty. So I'm probably using it too much, and I'm definitely gonna have to try to use some other colors. I did do one apartment right after the pack was released in a lighter wood tone, and then I do have a family home coming up that is in a different color scheme, but it does have some of the orangey wood tones, a little bit, not as much as this one. But either way, that is it for the kitchen area. And then over here is of course going to be the living space. I'm just using the OMSP shelf to help me clutter up this console table or entertainment center, whatever you want to call it. I just placed some boxes and some stack of magazines, and then I used that decoration on the coffee table, and I really honestly need to switch that up. I've been using that decoration on the majority of my coffee tables for too long now, and I'm feeling like it's getting a bit repetitive, and some of you guys may think that, I'm not exactly sure, but I just think it's like the perfect coffee table decoration because it has books and they're in a nice little tray and there's a plant and candles. It's so cute. But anyways, over here, since I had some extra space, I decided to put a computer down in the living area, which isn't something I typically do. Usually I have like a separate office space or put like a computer in a bedroom, but here I thought it actually worked pretty nicely. And then I hung up some of those base game paintings or drawings, whatever you want to call them, of buildings, because I thought they were perfect for somebody who's into interior design. I mean, of course they're not interiors, they're exteriors, but I thought that maybe a sim who's into interior design might like those as well. But maybe this is a house for an architect and not an interior designer, because honestly, I didn't really put anything specifically for an interior designer. I didn't use the bulletin board that came with the pack. I just used a lot of the objects that came from the pack. So yeah, you could have any sim living here that you would like to, and they could have any job or hobby. I didn't really use too many things that are specific to a specific job or hobby, so I think it's pretty open. But anyways, down here is the downstairs bathroom. It's a full bathroom. There's a shower and tub combo and a sink and a toilet and some clutter decorations. I tried to make it feel nice and fully decorated, and I even went and found the toothbrush in the debug menu and I set it here on the shelf. Now, I don't normally try to put like toothbrushes and stuff in downstairs bathrooms because I feel like you probably wouldn't brush your teeth in these bathrooms. I usually just place like soap and some like tissues or something. But yeah, I thought that was like the perfect mirror to place that, and I've been meaning to do it, so I was pretty happy that I did, and it looks so cute there. But anyways, yeah, that's it for the whole first floor, and then here I'm moving on to the second. Now, I did not figure out the floor plan for the second floor before I furnished the first floor, which is not the smartest thing to do. Thankfully, with this apartment though, and where I placed the stairs, it's really easy to do floor plans because there's a lot of different options, and it's a pretty square shaped building. So yeah, it's pretty forgiving, but either way, I probably would have been a lot smarter if I would have just done that first. Now here I wanted to make an open area for the staircase, but for some reason it wasn't working for me. These apartments have been pretty glitchy when it comes to deleting floors and roofs to make open spaces, or even when you're bulldozing the lot to create a new apartment, they can be quite frustrating. But yeah, I think I made it work. So if you do have any weird things happening, hopefully they will be fixed in an update. I'm hoping so, because I absolutely love using these apartments, but there are some weird things. And speaking of weird things, you will notice when I try to place some of the modular furniture in this apartment, the shadows are really intense. You can see it on some of the sides of the furniture that I use, and I've noticed that in other builds too, so it's not specifically just this one. But when I go to place some of the modular furniture that like goes on the floor, like when I go to decorate one of the bedrooms, I try to use a dresser, and it's so dark, like the shadow covers the whole thing. So I'm thinking that's specifically to this apartment, and I don't know what was causing it, or if it's gonna happen in other apartments, or what exactly that is, but it's definitely something I'm gonna try to see if I can send to the Sims team or something, because I think that needs to be updated. So I will see what I can do, because I would really like to be able to use that furniture in these more modern 2-story apartments. And I'm sure a lot of other people would too. But anyways, here in this bathroom, it's a nice big bathroom. I don't usually do bathrooms as big, but I think it's so cute and so homey. It's very different than a lot of the bathrooms that I decorate, but of course it has everything that you need. There's a shower, there's a bathtub, a toilet, a sink, all of that stuff. But here you can see the first part of the shadows that I'm talking about. So you can see it on the lower part of the bookcases. So I ended up using these ones from Tiny Living instead, because they have that same orange wood tone that I was going for in the whole apartment. So they match really nicely, but unfortunately I wasn't able to use the new bookcases from the game pack. So I was a bit frustrated about that, but like I said, hopefully that will be fixed. And then over here, I just hang up some artwork, and then I put a little corner stand here in the corner over here. It came from I think Get Famous, but either way, I thought that looked really nice. But moving on, I am going to be decorating a kid's room using bunk beds, and of course this new tent that came with this pack. It's the cutest thing ever. All of the swatches are so adorable, and your Sims kids can play in there, and I think your toddlers can too. I've even seen screenshots on Twitter of Sims like pets sleeping in there, which is so cute too. And yeah, basically, since we have this really adorable farm version, I decided to decorate this bedroom for some kids who really love animals. So I just tried to find decorations that suited that personality type, basically. So I tried to find just different animal themed decorations that we have in game, and I think it just looks so cute, and I love the color scheme. It's so pale and neutral and just so cute. But yeah, I put a bookcase over here and a couple of these bear chairs, and then I used that rug that came from my first pet stuff. So it's a nice little like hamster rug, I guess. And then over here, I do place a dresser and a mirror. I end up swapping out that mirror for a different one, just like a wall hanging one. And then right next to the dresser, I ended up using one of these hanging modular shelves and put some of the kids' clothes hanging from it. I thought that was so cute too. And then I used some of the shoes too, but I sized them down just a little bit. I don't know if they look like kids' shoes, but I was really missing that when looking through the items from this pack. Since we had so many different versions of like adult to teen shoes, I was so hoping that they would have kids' shoes, but unfortunately they didn't. But I sized them down. I think it looks okay. And then over here, I'm just adding some clutter items up on this shelf, and then that's it for this kid's room. I think it's super cute though. And then over here is of course going to be the master bedroom. So I put a double bed in here, and I went ahead and used this bed from the pack in this blue color because it's so pretty. Now in this room, you'll definitely see a lot of the shadows that I was talking about. I tried to use the same end table that I used or tried to use next to the bunk beds, but the shadow on it was intense. Like all of these are the same orange wood tone that I was trying to or that I was using in the rest of the apartment, but yeah, it just had a crazy shadow, so I couldn't use it. So again, I went with some from Tiny Living because they didn't have the shadow, and it has the same orange wood tone. And then yeah, I just cluttered up with some boxes and different clutter items. I absolutely love that little llama statue. It is so, so cute. And then yeah, I put some shoe clutter and just various decorations up on the wall. It's pretty simply decorated, but I think it's really cute. And then this apartment does have a balcony, so I added some of these sectional sofas over here and just clip them together. Now you will see part of the railing clipping through from the other apartment. That's pretty unfortunate, but I don't think it's too bad. Of course, it won't affect you if you decide to download this from the gallery. It won't be part of this apartment, so just pretend like it doesn't exist. I think there's some sort of problem with hand railing and walls. I'm not sure if it's like the size that they're made or what exactly is happening, but I've noticed that more and more with hand railings like clipping through walls and stuff. But anyways, here I'm just adding the final few decorations to the balcony, and then this is it for the apartment. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and hopefully you guys enjoy the screenshots. So thank you so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions you have, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!
I know that you are having a hard time right now. That everything seems to crumble around you. I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through, 'cause we only want what's best for you. I know that you are having trouble believing right now that everything is gonna be alright. I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will